Hi, I'm Chris with Klingspor's Woodworking Shop. Welcome back today. Today we are going to be doing an unboxing video of this brand new WorkSharp Pro PA. Now we are a little late to the game on doing this video, but I wanted to make sure we had these in stock at all the stores first. So we're going to do an unboxing. I'm going to walk you through it and we're going to show you some tips and tricks. But first, let's talk about why this sharpener is key. So with the traditional way of sharpening, you normally have some kind of stone, like this oil stone here, and you have to find the bevel angle and hold your grip firmly as you pull it all the way across the tip of the blade. Now WorkSharp has been trying to figure out better ways for sharpening pocket knives for years now. They have things like this that have the angle guide. So place the blade right here and you drag it all the way across and keep your wrist firm. And every time you go back, you reference that 20-degree angle and pull. But they're not for everyone. For people who suffer from carpal tunnel or wrist problems or something like that, it's not great. Now, for years now, WorkSharp has been innovating and designing better ways to sharpen. And they tell you that as soon as you open the package right here. WorkSharp's been open since 1973, making knife sharpening products. And this latest innovation from them, the Pro PA, has got everybody in mind. So if you open up the package here, you have this big black box, the main base, the tower system. Got these two little knobs. You don't want to forget about them. So first things first, this base right here has a nice weight to it. As well, it has grips all the way across the bottom. It even has 4 reference points. So if you want to screw this down into your workbench and make sure it's nice and planted, you can do that. This body is made of aluminum and is very, very stout. You don't have to worry about it flexing or anything. So if you're going to get into crazy angles and trying to figure out what works best for your knife, you can do this. So first things first, you just place it in the base like that, take the 2 knobs, and that is the main body put together here. So now that we have this system completely built, if you look right here, it has this lever, and that's to lean it back. And so you can get in and work all the internals without having to move your body downwards and look at the side. So this really helps if you're going to be upright looking at it. You get this nice little card with your warranty as well as instructions and everything else. In this kit, you'll get 6 stones, 1 leather strap, get your main sharpening attachment, small knife jig. We'll go over that in a little bit. You get your main arm. The older system of this had a magnetic attachment that just slipped up in here, and I wasn't a big fan of it because if you're doing long blades, it would slip out. So this part is already attached in here, and as you can see, just twist that and it'll thread itself in there. It also has these rubber washers right here. So when you're sharpening the knife, it will stop on that rubber washer and not go too far. It also has this spot right here on the top. So you can keep the arm attached, don't have to worry about moving it off. And you can move it up right there out of the way. You can work on your knife, get it all set up before you even put a stone on and start sharpening away. So this is the main clamp body. If you look at it here, I like it over some things like the Tormek. The Tormek has a flat arm, and then you have 1 clamp that moves up and down. If you look at this, if I push on one side, these jaws open in parallel, so you don't ever have to worry about being out of square. And so what you do is you have this red knob on the back side here. Push the knob down. This will snap into place. You hear that? You can sharpen as is and go ahead and get everything set up. But if you're going to do larger knives like I have right here, you can see it has a little bit of flex and a little bit of give. Now, WorkSharp has thought about a way to fix that and resolve that flex. And inside the box here, they have this little vise, right over top of this dovetail and into place. And when you move it back down, helps make that knife more rigid. So the main benefit of this system right here is it has this little angle cube here. So one thing before you attach it to the arm is you want to reference it on the surface that you'll be sharpening, so everything will kind of stay in parallel. Just laying on the table right now, it's at 14. So laying it on the surface, hitting 0 zeroes the cube out to the table. So everything is in parallel right now. So this cube attaches magnetically, so it does have a tendency to roll. You can rest it on the stone itself, and the purpose of this cube is for you to be able to fine tune and micro adjust up or down, and it does it in quarter-degree measurements, so you can really fine tune how high and or low you want to go with this sharpening system. Now, most knives are in the 20 to 22 and a half kind of range. If you're getting into like a butcher knife or like a kitchen knife here, you can really fine tune what shape you wanted. So like most kitchen knives, they're at a 17-degree angle, so really, really, really low. If you find that's not working out for you, you can go up 1 degree or half a degree, especially if you're getting to like bushcraft knives or pocket knives. Getting into the half a degree when you get up to 22, I found it works for me personally really well. So that's the whole little cube system here, and you just turn it off, make sure you're not killing the battery. And you have your 6 stones, so 220 grit all the way to up to 800 grit. Anything finer, you're pretty much just polishing the edge at that point. And then it does have a ceramic rod to help remove some of the burrs off of the sharpening platform. And then it has a leather strap to even attach to this guide right here. Now, so if you're getting into something like this crazy big bread knife and see all these serrations and trying to figure out how to get all them angles and everything, this system's really awesome because on the back side right here, it has a ceramic rod as well. You can get into all them little grooves and sharpen all of them individually at that perfect angle. So you can even sharpen like bread knives or knives with serrations on the inner part of the blade. One thing awesome about this knife, the older generation of this sharpener, a lot of people had problems with sharpening really small knives. Take the anvil off here, back in the box so we know where it's at. Pull this main clamp system out. So these little itty bitty Swiss Army knives. Clamping that big system right there is just absolutely ridiculous. So Worksharp has figured out a way to do this. This platform right here has 1/4 inch movement increments, as well as this platform is magnetic. So attach the knife like so. You can come in with the stop block right here, and you move it to where the blade is barely protruding past this yellow line. This piece right here is magnetic as well, and that'll move the tip of the blade outwards or inwards. So by moving it righty-tighty, you move it to the tip of the blade is protruding past the yellow line as well. Make sure you're protruded all the way across, and now you're good to go ahead and start sharpening your smaller knives. So they've really thought out everything with this. I mean, you can sharpen your big kitchen knives all the way up to your small pocket knives, and then you can do your standard traditional EDC knives.